Imagine this, in the heart of China's vast, arid expanse, in the very place you'd least expect it, something extraordinary is happening. 30 tons of succulent, claw-snapping crabs raised not in the ocean, but in the desert. Yes, you heard right, the desert. This isn't some mirage shimmering on the horizon, but a tangible reality that has the world utterly astounded, leaving experts from 28 European and American nations speechless. Prepare to have your perceptions turned upside down as we delve into this incredible tale. But before we embark on this journey of discovery, why not subscribe? That way you won't miss any of the amazing stories we have in store for you. Let's journey to Xinjiang, a region cradled at the foot of the majestic Tian Shan Mountains, deep within the embrace of the Gobi Desert. Picture a landscape far removed from the coast, over 2,500 kilometers inland. No crashing waves here, no fishing boats returning to harbor. Yet, amidst this seemingly desolate panorama, a phenomenon so astonishing has emerged that it's reshaping perceptions, transforming this inland territory into an unlikely seafood epicenter. In 2024, Xinjiang's aquatic product output soared to an astounding 19,650 tons, firmly establishing it as the leading province in northwest China for aquatic yields. And the star of this aquatic revolution? None other than delectable seafood varieties, with the star attraction being the prized Chinese mitten crab, or da she, now gracing dinner tables across the nation. This isn't just an agricultural anomaly, it's a challenge to our preconceived notions about inland regions. How is it possible that this desert land, seemingly inhospitable to marine life, has cultivated the taste of the ocean? The answer lies in the heart of the Taklamakan Desert, the largest desert in China, an immense sea of sand covering 330,000 square kilometers. It is a formidable landscape, ranked as the 10th largest desert globally and the second largest shifting sand desert on Earth. Encircled by the imposing Tarim Basin, bordered by towering mountains and plateaus to the north, west, and south, this region is sculpted by the relentless forces of wind and sand erosion. Venture into the Taklamakan, and an endless ocean of golden sand stretches before you. But beneath this seemingly barren surface, a surprising vitality pulses, a hidden reservoir of life waiting to be unlocked. And this year, the desert unveiled its secret. News of crabs thriving in the Taklamakan Desert surged across the internet, captivating the attention of millions. It's a head-scratching paradox. Deserts and crabs? How could they possibly be connected? But it's not just any crab. These are reportedly plump, flavorful, and incredibly delicious, sparking an insatiable demand. The crabs flourishing in the Taklamakan are known as June yellow crabs, named for their peak season during the 6th and 7th lunar months. At this time, they reach their prime, boasting impressive size and an exquisitely delicate flavor. They are also affectionately called yellow oil crabs due to the abundance of rich, golden yellow crab fat within these juvenile crabs. With their thin shells and tender meat, they've become a sought-after ingredient for countless crab-flavored dishes in small and medium-sized restaurants. From the Taklamakan desert farms, these crabs are now supplied to markets for roughly a month each year during their peak season. This desert-based crab farm invested 50,000 yuan in Yangtze River crab larvae this year, with an anticipated harvest of 30 tons. Looking ahead to next year, the crab farming area is set to expand to nearly 1,400 acres of saline alkali land, with production projected to double, reaching around 50 tons. For a long time, enjoying June yellow crabs was a privilege reserved for those living along the coast. But now, incredibly, this delicacy is cultivated in the desert. And these desert crabs aren't just for local consumption anymore. They are being shipped to major cities like Beijing and Shanghai. You might even find these Xinjiang-grown crabs in your local supermarket. But how is it possible? How can the Taklamakan Desert, so far from any ocean, nurture crabs? It all comes down to the unique geographical conditions. In the Lop Nur region, in the northern reaches of the Taklamakan Desert, specifically within Weili County of the Bayangoleng Mongol Autonomous Prefecture in Xinjiang, a remarkable phenomenon exists: the harmonious blend of water and sand. This is a result of dedicated ecological management projects and water diversion initiatives. Since the year 2000, ecological restoration projects have been underway in the Tarim River Basin, including annual ecological water diversions. These efforts have raised the water level in the Lop Nur area, expanding the water surface to over 12,000 acres. This ecological restoration has created ideal conditions for aquaculture. Beneath the Taklamakan Desert lies a wealth of water resources, primarily from glacial meltwater originating in the surrounding mountains. Accumulating over millennia, this water forms vast underground reservoirs. The Tarim River Basin, in turn, replenishes the surrounding populous Euphratica forests and ecological waters. During the flood discharge season in September, excess water from the Tarim River creates numerous pools and wetland areas, providing ample space for crab farming. What's truly remarkable about these Taklamakan desert seafood farms is not just the taste, but the astonishingly high survival rate of the crab larvae, reaching up to 98%. This is attributed to the unique qualities of the Taklamakan Desert, including the slightly saline Lop Nur water and the extensive, free-range farming methods. From saline alkali lands to artificial seas, from desert to dining table, Xinjiang has orchestrated a modern seafood miracle. This is a convergence of modern technology, unique natural conditions, and pressing economic development needs. It has transformed an inland region thousands of kilometers from the sea into a seafood production powerhouse in northwest China. The rise of Xinjiang's seafood industry isn't just a technological feat, it's an answer to economic and livelihood demands. In the past, saline alkali land was a source of hardship for Xinjiang farmers, but today, each acre of saline alkali land used for aquaculture can generate over 5,000 yuan in annual income, several times more than cotton farming. Take Aksu Prefecture as an example. In 2023, the total output value of aquaculture there exceeded 2 billion yuan, directly creating over 50,000 jobs. The seafood from the Taklamakan Desert isn't just high quality, it's also competitively priced compared to market averages. Coupled with the sheer novelty and curiosity factor, it has rapidly gained a significant market share. The emergence of desert seafood has noticeably altered China's domestic seafood supply landscape. We used to think seafood was exclusive to coastal areas, but desert aquaculture has shattered that limitation. As long as the right growing conditions are replicated, seafood can be farmed anywhere. This innovation greatly eases the pressure on land and environment faced by traditional coastal aquaculture. Coastal aquaculture areas are becoming increasingly strained, with escalating marine pollution. Meanwhile, desert regions boast vast land resources, and importantly, technology can be used to effectively utilize this land. This is the promise of unlimited potential. Taklamakan desert seafood farming enhances the quality and quantity of China's seafood market and shortens the seafood growth cycle. In terms of quality, desert-grown seafood is comparable to, if not better than, its ocean-raised counterparts, boasting a unique, delicious flavor. The unique and extreme desert climate imbues these crabs and shrimps with firm flesh and a distinctive taste. Furthermore, being far from marine pollution, they are a healthy and safe food choice for consumers. Desert seafood farming also enriches seafood variety and supply chains. Traditional seafood farming is confined to coastal areas, limited by geographical and environmental constraints. But desert seafood transcends these limitations. Technological advancements allow for the farming of diverse seafood species inland. Currently, the Taklamakan desert seafood farms have successfully cultivated crabs, lobsters, grouper, and many other species. This seafood is no longer solely dependent on ocean capture, but can be sustainably farmed inland. Crucially, desert aquaculture is bringing tremendous economic benefits. Desert seafood not only drives the development of local aquaculture processing industries, but also spurs tourism, agricultural product processing, and a range of related sectors, creating a positive economic cycle and opening up new avenues to prosperity for local communities. For instance, the Taklamakan Desert region is leveraging its seafood industry and the pristine natural beauty of the Taklamakan Desert, the Tarim River, and Lop Nur to develop tourism, sightseeing, recreational fishing, and other characteristic tourism activities, building a complete industry chain. If crabs and other seafood can be raised in the Taklamakan Desert, could this be replicated in other deserts? The answer is yes, potentially. As long as the survival conditions for crabs and other seafood are met, desert aquaculture is viable elsewhere. However, achieving such results requires robust technological support, which China thankfully possesses. China's mature technology for desert saline alkali aquaculture is attracting global interest. Many countries are eager to collaborate with China on commercial ventures in this field. For example, relevant departments in Kazakhstan have already engaged with Chinese technology teams to discuss potential partnerships seeking to import this technology to benefit their own nations and communities. Desert seafood farming is not only a major technological innovation, but also a green industry with immense future potential. It's a testament to how technological innovation can overcome traditional limitations in aquaculture and showcase the effective development and utilization of land resources. For Xinjiang, the Chinese government has long been committed to its development, holding high-level meetings focused on Xinjiang's high-quality growth, formulating supportive policies. The implementation of various industrial projects is a major driving force for Xinjiang's progress. Coupled with technological and talent support, southern Xinjiang is poised for unlimited development potential. While the Taklamakan desert crab farming industry has achieved considerable success, transforming northwest China into a second Jiangnan still faces challenges. The current climatic shifts might be exceptional rather than the norm. While recent years have seen significant rainfall increases, future sustainability isn't guaranteed. Ecological engineering has improved the desert environment, but realizing a desert Jiangnan will require sustained effort. Therefore, in the immediate term, large-scale development of desert aquaculture needs time and continuous effort. Nonetheless, desert aquaculture is a novel and compelling industry. The success of crab farming demonstrates humanity's vast potential to reshape natural environments. With scientific approaches and sound planning, we can transform barren lands, driving local economic development and environmental improvements, paving new pathways for progress. In the future, with continuous technological advancements and rising environmental awareness, it is reasonable to believe that similar aquaculture industries will emerge in more desert regions, injecting new vitality into these areas and providing people with healthier, more delicious seafood. This concludes our program for today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe.